So the first team that we're going to present is from CAT Group 12. CAT students, give them a big clap. Okay. And your lecturer is? Mr. Brian, who is also in the room. Okay. So over to you guys.
Thank you. Hello and good evening, everyone. We are from Leviathan. We'll present you our business proposal. But first, let me introduce you to my teammates. This is Akila, Atira, Alia, and me, Izati. Let's get started, shall we?
Yes, here we go. Before I continue, this is the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which shows that food is one of the necessities, and we are creating an application named Foodable, which you can find places to eat conforming to your taste buds in one. And this is our logo. These are our product overview, which is our application will looks like. Now, let's get started about how does Foodable system works. First of all, the users will visit our application and we will surely provide them information about the cafes and restaurants that subscribe Foodable by monthly fees. And the users can finally choose the restaurant that they want. Since Foodable are in partnership with Maps, Maps will navigate the user about the location of the restaurant. About the market growth for the average food services for the year 2016 to 2017 is estimated to increase by 19.2% from 44.8 billion to 53.4 billion. For the market size, in a survey of 1,000 people, 58% of the people will eat outside once a week, and 38% of the smartphone users will use the food applications to find for restaurants, and we, Foodable, targeted that 30% of the users will actually use our application. For our target market for customers are cafes and restaurants, while for the users are office workers and students. Why do we target for office workers and students? Firstly, the office workers usually have a limited break time to eat. So by using our application, they can decide what and where to eat before their break time. While for the students, usually have a limited amount of money to spend daily. Within our app, they can check for the menus and prices that are affordable before they go to the restaurant. In the Star newspaper 2014, we found out that 64% of the people will prefer to eat outside and 23% will tend to only eat at home, while the rest 13% will eat at home with the outside food. So this is why we believe that this is the perfect timing for us to launch our application. Next, I'll pass to Atira.
Thank you, Akila. I will now proceed with the problems that are faced by the restaurants and the solutions we can offer them. Now, the first problem is they will have trouble in providing the on-the-go menu display and access. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up the menu in the most attractive and efficient way possible. Second, they will also have trouble in customer management. So Foodable will provide each user with a QR code that keeps track of each customer, and we will also break it down according to their mealtime. The third is the marketing. Foodable has various types of promoting initiatives, and this includes advertising. So it will in turn increase their customer turnover. Next, I will proceed to the 3 factors focused by the customer. Majority of them, which are the 69%, will focus more on the location information, while the other 33 and 20% will focus more on the menus on mobile and specials and offers, respectively. Now, how we overcome these limitations is that we have these key features. The first, nutritional suggestions, followed by alert on promotions, free reservation, eating schedule reminders, cafes and restaurants nearby, and menus and prices. Now, ladies and gentlemen, do you think with these key features, you will be able to lead a more practical lifestyle? So before that, I will explain further. Our first key feature and our most distinctive feature is that we will suggest food according to your diet plan, BMI, kcal, and nutrients needed. How this works is that upon downloading the application, the users have to set up a user profile. And with this related information, we will process all of them to creating the most appropriate suggestions for them. The second feature is that we will alert you if any of the restaurants or cafes are having any promotions or deals. How this works is that nowadays, the cafes and restaurants tend to have promotions on special occasions, but they do not alert their customers on it. So our aim is to provide our users in notifying them about these promotions. The next is we will also allow you to book and reserve the chosen restaurant. Furthermore, we will also notify and remind you of your eating schedule. Now, some of you might say that our body will do this job for us. But as mentioned by Akila, our target market are the students and office workers. So they tend to put it off and eventually forget about it. So our aim is to notify them of their mealtime. We will also show you cafes and restaurants that are nearby. Last but not least, we will also provide you the menus and prices of the restaurants within our application. Next, I will pass it on to Alia.
Thank you, Atira. Okay, this is our competitors analysis. So compared to other existing food apps out there like Yelp, Foursquare and OpenTable, our foodable apps definitely have way more preferable features that others don't have in terms of food, energy, menus, navigation and bookings. Next, let me move to our unique value proposition. Foodable apps do provide the users with abundant dining options and the features that will ease the decision-making process. Like Akila has mentioned earlier, to do so, the users just need to log into our foodable apps and eventually they have to decide and choose the restaurant preferred. And from there, our apps will provide them with accurate information in sort of prices, menus, suggestions, bookings, and also navigate the location of the restaurant. So in the end, the users just need to follow the navigation leaded to the restaurant for them to enjoy their meal. Okay, this is our marketing strategies. In Foodable, we do prefer quality than quantity. This quality can be assured by ensuring that all cafes and restaurants listed in Foodable are rated at least 3 stars in terms of foods and services. Our next marketing strategies are feature a user-friendly application and also provide review and rating system, as we believe that these strategies can improve customers' confidence and satisfaction in using our apps. Then, if you still remember, Atira has mentioned about this before, as foodable apps do provide sales promotion through coupons and price off discount. We will also use the direct marketing via the newsletter, via the newspapers and leaflets. Lastly, our marketing plan is by offering customer loyalty program. So for those active users that have been loyal using our apps for a certain period of time, they will receive a royalty in terms of special discount to any restaurant of their choice. Then I will let Zati to proceed.
Thank you, Alia. Now, let me take you through our financial model. So, are you wonder where we get our revenue from? 3 biggest sources of our revenue is advertising, commission, and premium subscription. For advertising, we will provide spaces for cafes and restaurants to advertise their business. The payment is based on number of clicks, and they will have to pay a $0.99 every click on the ads on every end of month. For commission, they will also have to give us 10% of their total sales revenue from customers who are using Foodable. And ladies and gentlemen, starting from year 2, we will provide a choice for our users to have premium account. These upgraded accounts allow access to additional premium content and extra features. They will have to pay us $2 monthly subscription price. After further evaluation, we targeted that 3% of our subscribers will become premium subscriber. Now, this is the total cost incurred in develop our app, which total around 980,000. Also, we have to pay iOS and Play Store $99 and $25 each per year. We targeted to achieve our break-even before year 3. To do so, we have to get at least 2.625 million of users. As we forecast for 5 years, at the end of 2021, we targeted to have 13 million of profit with 10 million of users. Now, where are we heading to? Let me bring you. This year, we will launch the application, and by the end of next year, we targeted to have 1 million of users, which allow us to get 4 million of revenue. By 2019, we will launch the application program interface of Foodable, and by 2020, we would like to integrate it with some other application. And by the end of 5th year, we will make sure to achieve 10 million of users and get 40 million of revenue. Obviously, the future is way too hazy for us to project any further than this, but clearly, we are hoping to continue growing at above a 10% annual rate. Dear everyone, we have a beautiful product. There is a pain. We have the solution. We have the team. Come on, people. It's 2017. There is no need to struggle in finding a place in this modern day. So, with that, we would like you to support our new apps, which is Foodable. Thank you.
All right, we would like to now invite the judges to ask questions.
Hello.
Hello.
In one of your slides, you mentioned about 3 other competitors where you have tick marks. And one of the tick marks was missing in yours, which is interactive, if I'm not mistaken. Now, how would you overcome that? And well, first, what does it mean by interactive, interaction or interactive? And how do you overcome that gap?
For your information, the other apps have interaction features, which they can be friends with other people in the apps. Also, they can share to Twitter and Instagram that they go into the restaurant. So, as we don't have that features,
The reason why we don't have that feature is that because the feature is not used by many of the users. In our recent research, we found out that most of the users do not even use that feature in the applications that provide it. So we are not focusing on it. So, but that does not mean that we don't that our users cannot interact at all. We still provide them with sharing options to Twitter and Facebook, just that they do not have they are not able to interact with the users inside the Foodable application.
Very quickly, do you plan to have that in the future or not at all? Because I thought that would be a very easy kind of advertising, because people would promote to other people about your apps.
Thank you. We plan to have it in the next year, since in our milestone we aim to have 1 million users. So, but this is the option for preview, review and sharing options, since we have targeted that the customers are when they are able to share in their blogs. This is a free kind of advertising, and it beats any other traditional marketing methods. So we are aiming to have that in the near future.
Hello. Hi. I have a question to ask about your 1 million users. Firstly, I'm just curious, what is your age or target group? Because based on what the research you have looking at, it's mostly about workers, staff, etc. So first, what is your target group? And secondly, recently we have news that prices have been going up. Spending power or the spending amount of families and individuals are reducing. Okay, is it sustainable for this business? Because if I as an individual is controlling my spending in terms of cafes and restaurants, will I still be able to be one of your users to use your service in this 2018 to 2020? I'm just curious about whether you have considered about this plan about current economic status.
Okay, thank you. As we stated before, our target market is office worker and student. So for student is college student between 19 to 25, and for workers we targeted for 30 to 40, which use smartphone more often than the older one. So, the sustainability of our application, why we create this app? We create this app to help you and outside people which like to eat outside. We have shown you the research we've done that 64% of people eat outside. And even 13% of them eat at home with outside food. So that means if we combine them, it's almost 78% going to cafes and restaurants to buy food. So this app, we target 78% of them will use our app because they don't need to pay us for using our apps. They $2 monthly only if they want to become our premium subscriber. They will spend as usual, spend to the cafe or restaurant what they want to buy, but not to our app. So I think that's not a problem for everyone to use our apps.
Thank you, judges. All right, thank you.
Thank you.